night here in Louisville, Kentucky, but there's another type of storm brewing. They sit third in the ACC standings coming into tonight's game. Notre Dame, on the other hand.
Carly Kloss has been so good for Notre Dame, 42% for Louisville, and just brings that look that they've been missing the last couple of years.
Real triple
Dame lineup.
The ball misses high, and Kloss is aboard with the walk. Long. Freshman Sarah Gordon behind the plate. Allie Alexander, an eye on her on the base pass. She's 5 for 6, a little grounder over to Daisy Hess, who we just highlighted, and a 6-3, nope. Just one out, gets the lead run. Ball now facing. Opposing pitchers do not want to face. She's walked 27 times. She's jammed on the inside, and this is into shallow right field. Vanessa Miller makes the grab, and a big out for the Cards. They've got 2 now. 2-2 ground over to Easton Lotus. She collects the ball, gets it over to Hannah File at first, and that's 3 outs for the Cards. Notre Dame lead. A pretty outstanding doubleheader. 10-5 on decisions. Joanna, what should we expect from Tip? Played together off and on since they were 8 years old. Ball is called foul. Tid continues to.
There's going to be something to change your eyes, change the speed.
Well, there was an outside pitch, but Nikki Winchell is there to make that grab. Third, and a Holloway at short. Brooke Marquez at second. Karina. Now Sarah Gordon will step to the plate. Going across the diamond. Jolie Mitchell over to Karina Gaskins for out number 2 for the Irish defense. File stats there, 333 average. 80 OPS. This will find the 5-6 gap for File. Now 1 aboard for the Cards. Just 54 total career home run. This is sent into center field. Winchell will make the grab out in deep center field.
In their community, but the one thing that we know is that it's affecting a lot of people.
Leah Hanks lays down the bunt. Alyssa Zabala unable to grab that ball. This is sent into right field. Vanessa Miller is under the ball, makes the grab for the Cards, and that's out number 1. A 266 clip.
Should put Hanks in motion. We'll see if they continue to try to run with her or not.
Daisy Hess making a fantastic grab in shallow left center from Crown Point, Iowa. That'll be a line out to right field for out number 3. Again, the Irish strand 1.
The RBIs and our sport's so good at getting lost in the numbers, but sometimes
Swings on this. Over to Jolie Mitchell. She gets a Karina Gaskins for the 5-3 putout.
Getting hit, a walk, whatever it might be.
Allie Alexander takes the first pitch, flies out to left field, and that's out number 2. Lotus now to the plate for the Cards, a sophomore from New Lenox, Illinois. This will find the 3-4 gap. Hop into the glove of Jane Cronenberger, who gets it back. One thing that you've talked a lot about, Joanna, when you watch.
Chance with the speed that you have in the left-handed batter's box.
Well, she will find a shallow left field as Easton Lotus's arm. Yeah, we highlighted it.
They know what they're doing, and that makes a huge difference.
A swing and a miss. And a huge punch out for Peyton Tidd to get herself out of a jam. Louisville strands
to be aware of not only what they're doing, but what they want to do and what they're capable of.
A little slow roller to Alyssa Zabala. She's able to make that grab and play over.
And the way that ball bounced, it's a good time to take a look if you're Coach Gumpf. You know,
it's her logo. That off speed is in for a strike, and that's a backwards K for Zabala.
travel ball, and Coach April talked about how she knows that.
And this is well struck. And off the scoreboard, Jolie Mitchell gets things started scoring-wise. A home run at some point tonight. Well, we just saw her first one.
Absolutely. She has 6 on the year. And
just gets every piece of this. An absolute no-doubter for Mitchell. It's her 7th home run of the season. What's amazing, right? If she's getting one really good pitch per inning, she's going to take it and drive it and find the gap just like that. She will make pitchers pay for that one good pitch every.
So you look at this and where that ball stays, that's down.
Yeah.
You know, that's a ball that's down, but it's also got plate on it. And so when you let her drop her barrel, whether or not they can finish, but they have the hitters to get it done.
That'll be a foul ball, just foul on the left-hand side of that third base bag.
Zabala working so hard on that outside corner and just not as consistent out there as she is on
Appearance. Taylor Roby now enters the circle for the Cards. Zabala will be responsible for both those, but this is jammed on the inside. Daisy Hess will make the grab, and the Irish Strand too.
11 pitches the first time she was up. So what does that look like? Can I induce that weak ball, or am I going to give up something harder?
And she hits that very hard as she rounds first, and she continues her streak to 28.
And reaching safely in 33 of 35 games.
Yeah.
And those consistency pieces makes a big difference.
Sarah Gordon lays down the bunt. We'll get her at first.
Right, don't mind me, just a 400.
Talked about Carly Kloss behind the dish. Notice a perfect 15 and 15 and stolen bases on attempts, and that drops right in front of Jane Cronin. So unable to advance. You see her kind of making the decision back and forth. Second, file on first, 1 out. Delivery from Tidd is in and on the hands, and Roby jammed. Karina Gaskins makes the grab. 2 outs now for the ground out to third base, back in the second. Little chopper, but that'll be a foul ball.
We've seen her hitting over 400, and that's even taking into account that she's in a little bit of a lull right now, and that's how hot she was recently and has cooled off a lot.
I know Peyton Tidd would love to help her cause out. She's 0 for 1. It's a ground ball over to Easton Lotus. A 4-3 put out for the Cards. Shortstop back in the second. Taylor Roby pops this one up into shallow right field. Vanessa Miller calling off Easton Lotus. Making the grab. Anna Holloway. Jammed up and on the right hand side. Hannah File makes the grab. That's a quick 3 outs for the.
If you can pull away a win, but both of these teams on that RPI bubble in the ACC play.
A swing and a miss there. And a big strikeout for Peyton Tidd. That's her 2nd of the ball game. She'll find this gap into left field. Lotus, 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles. Back in the second into the 5-6 gap. Swings on this one. It's a line drive to Karina Gaskins, who steps on the plate. And they're going to double that up for a DP.
Win here, clinch a series there. They just continue to build upon each other and understand that. But, you know, when you have a chance, you can just start to build upon it.
The throw is not in time, and Mickey Winchell is aboard.
Whether it's, hey, who's got the steal coverage, what side of the pitch, or what side of the plate the pitch, this portion of the lineup.
Kloss able to lay down that bunt. Sarah Gordon collects it, gets it to Hannah File at first. And as Mickey Winchell makes her way to second. To the count to Mitchell. Off speed. It's popped up. Under it is Allie Alexander, who will make the catch for the second out. Good. Jams Gaskins. Ball is over to Easton Lotus. And a big stretch there from Hannah File, able to get her foot back on those 6 hits that they've got so far this evening. That'll be a line out and a little bobble, but Jolie Mitchell able to make that grab. Again, Corby Otis, it's full count, and the payoff pitch misses high, and now Corby Otis aboard with a free pass.
So this is a moment we've been...
Swings away on this one, pops it up to the right-hand side. Giving chase is Brooke Marquez, who makes the grab.
Had the year layoff before she transferred, had an injury, and then feel the natural rhythm of the game.
This is inside. Otis does have the green light, but she's under the tag. So it's the 8th stolen base.
Time between Holly April and Corby Otis worked out.
Jammed on the inside will be another pop-up to the right-hand side. Karina Gasket, the last batter that Zabala faced. So this is the first time Orozco. Grounder over to Daisy Hess. She'll get the out over to Hannah File, out number 1. To her lower leg injury last year. Daisy Hess, new grad transfer. Allie infield for the Cards. Little grounder up the middle. Taylor Roby knocks it down with her glove. And gets Leah Hanks.
And really, Roby and Otis, I mean, they're the...
Face Taylor Roby for a second time. She ground out to trafficking. Post-college. Little grounder over to Easton Lotus. That'll ricochet around. She pats her chest.
That mid-bounce on the move.
Shallow pop-up. Daisy Hess makes the grab, so nothing doing with that base runner on that error, and we're going to head to the bottom. Lines this one over to Jolie Mitchell. Two and one, the count to Hess. Jammed in the hands. Tate'll make the grab. Out number 2. Now to the plate. 0 for 2.
These hits.
Chopper over to the left-hand side, and again, the hot corner, Jolie Mitchell gets another out for the Irish. Run rules, but not quite the offensive game that we were looking for, or hoping for so far today, as Anna Holloway grounds out to third base. 1-1 now the count. Winchell 1 for 2 on count now to Winchell. Another little chopper over to the hot corner for the Cards, and Allie Alexander gets out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. Good back bunt in the 5th. Sends this into left center field, giving chase is Paige Garrity, who's back on the warning track, and she makes the grab. So Louisville with their backs again. A shot from Jolie Mitchell. Notre Dame with 3. Little chopper over to the left-hand side. I'll get Lotus at first. Great arm. Got a single back in the 2nd. Lined out to first base back in the 4th. Flies this one out into center field. Mickey Winchell makes the out. Raved about Michaela Hurst and how she owns her role as this pinch.
So you're so anxious, and she does not fit that bill. She is very much in control.
Well, Joanna, how apropos. Again, not the offensive battle that we were thinking we were going to get today.
No, not at all. I think Notre Dame's got to be...
We'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. for game 2 of this series.